Hey there, SNDZX here with an update video slash, let's make the title for the thumbnail. That way you guys can, everyone who watches the video can see what thumbnail is going to be early. And everyone who doesn't or isn't a part of the Discord is a loser because they're only here to watch the series and nothing else. And then when it's over, they're either going to be a dead sub or leave, which would make me very sad. On top of the rest of my sadness. Anyway, I have kind of a script here. I have notes. It's kind of like a script, right? Right? That's kind of like a script. Let's hope you don't hear my headphones. I know my PC is coming in its fans into the mic, but there's only so much I can do about that. Right, intro's over. Let's go into the first thing first, right? And the first thing we're going to talk about is an apology. That's right, an apology. And that's for Competent Ash, you know, taking so long to do. I know it's the series everyone's here for. I don't have to pretend that people actually care about what I write. Or I should say care about me, they care about the series I'm writing. But I'm going to apologize anyways. I'm going to say a lot because I'm making a thumbnail at the same time and trying to decide what to put in the background of the video. I have a couple pictures here I can use, right? But I've used all these in the background before. Let's use this one. Yeah, let's use this one. There we go. There we go. I'm using Canva, by the way. Yeah, so apologies for the video coming in late. But we're not the only thing we're going to talk about. Do I have a picture of Ash in here? No, I do not. So we're going to go into my Pokemon folder. And I have explanations for why they're gone. This isn't going to be a complete sob story, but you know, the first part is going to be a sob story. And hopefully I remember to put in some timestamps down below. I might not, or maybe I'll like pause the video and write down the timestamps. That'd probably be smart to do. But no, let's talk about those apologies, shall we? So first thing we gotta talk about is apologies. I know I already apologized, but I want to go into more specifically, you know, what the problem is. I'm gonna get a new Ash PNG, which you guys cannot see because it's on my other screen. So the first thing is that I had I put a poll about it. I had a poll, a community tab, and I also put it up on the Discord server, which you guys should join. Yeah, it's down below in the description. Did you press it? Have you joined yet? I'll give you a second to join. Okay, I'm gonna assume you joined. I'm looking at you, Timmy. You better join. Timmy, if I do not find you at the server at the end of this day, I'm calling your mother. Anywho, ignoring that, yeah, I needed a mental health break. You know, that's the best way to put it. I can't go into full details because, well, I could, but I have respect for the, I don't want to say the person who caused it, because that's a bit rude. But, I guess this is a lot harder to word than I thought. Is that too large? Ooh, wait, the hand's noticeable. Let's flip that around. Flip. Ah, there we go, that's much better. There we go, that's much better. Anyway, what was I saying? Alright. So, basically, say I had a fight with my co-writer. Yeah, that sounds about right. I had a fight with my co-writer. That's the best way to put it. And after that, my mental health took a pretty big drop. Oh wait, what if I put Ash on the back of Aerodactyl? That'd be pretty cool, right? Pretty rad. The PNG box is too big. We're gonna have to shrink that. There we go. And I don't do very well with my mental health. I am a very mental health weak person. And so I had a lot of bad thoughts. And you know, it just was a really bad time for me. And then they tried to make it up to me. All right, well, yeah, they did try to make it up to me. I guess that's the best way to put it. Yeah, I'm not good at wording things. Actually, I wrote them an apology, and apparently I was being manipulative, and that wasn't my intention at all. So maybe I'm just naturally a villain. I should think maybe that should be my job description one day. I'm a villain. Jokes aside, they tried to make it up to me, and I basically shrugged them off, because while they didn't do it on purpose, it was their fault that my mental health kind of plummeted like a Ferrari using nitro off a cliff. That's probably the best way to put it. And yeah, it was not very good news bears, as the hip kids would say. Speaking of my co-writer, again, not their fault. Not their fault. It's my fault that we got into the argument in the first place, right? So, I hope I remember to edit this on screen here. My co-writer had helped me with a lot of things, but they're also their own writer. Well, thanks to me. Thanks to yours truly. I'll toot my own horn here, but I did help them get started, and they have surpassed me. And somehow, I really don't get it, but maybe I just, maybe it's just that Wattpad isn't my website. Speaking of Wattpad, my co-writer, if you like my stories, if you like Competent Ash, okay, you might like her work. She has a ton of different stories over on Wattpad. I'll link it down below. It would mean a lot if you did, and if she asks, or if you do, go check it out. Tell her. What do you tell her? What do you tell her? It's a good question. You know what? If you do press the link to the Wattpad, I'll leave a message under there for you to comment and tell them, or leave in the community tab, or whatever. I don't care. Do what you want. I'm not you. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's move on. Let's move onwards. With the apology mostly out of the way, we need to go on to the explanation. Why am I why does it matter that I'm no longer writing my co-writer? Well, they helped me a lot. I mean, a lot. From the style of the thumbnail to a lot of the story points, they helped me a lot write this. They helped me write this a lot. And, well, not only am I not motivated because I get depressed at the thought of working on one of our projects by ourselves, it's also just a lot harder to write what might as well have been a group project by yourself. What's a good poll? Come on. I need a new PNG for this. But it's I haven't really been motivated to work on it, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense to you. But, yeah, that's made it really hard to write. I haven't even started. This is the first... You're looking at my first set of progress towards the series. Like, ever since my planning that I did. And, you know, apologies if you heard my, grandfather yell. But, yeah, you're looking at the first set of progress. So, not only am I, depressed and getting less motivated by the second trying to work on this, I am also, at the same time, working on multiple other projects. I'm working on a Digimon What If, because I like Digimon more than Pokemon by a lot. And on top of that, I am also working on Toho X Dragon Ball, the next part, which I am slowly getting closer and closer to making. By the way, you might want to minimize your screen for spoilers, if you're worried about spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're assuming your screen is minimized for spoilers. Alright, so the yeah, I'm working on other What If projects that I'm more motivated to work on because like I was working on them by myself already. And so it just makes things a lot... makes me a lot less depressed, okay? To work on it. I don't know how to edit this image. Yeah, I don't know how to edit this image inside of this program. So keep your screen minimized because of spoilers. But to continue what I was saying, yeah, the Toho X Dragon Ball project and the Digimon project, I'm just less depressed about when working on, and so it's a lot easier to work on. And the What If mini I made because I'm also working on a third project, why Spider-Man doesn't work in Dragon Ball. And no, I couldn't finish anything in time on top of my depression, which didn't make things easier. So, yeah, you know, that's the explanation. That's why it's taken so long to get out this part. And, well, I really don't know what else to say. I guess we'll move on to the next section here. So, sorry if I seem like I'm rambling, but when will Competent Ash part... I don't actually know what part this is. I think it's part 9. Yeah, part 9. When will Competent Ash part 9 be released? Now, that's a complicated question. It's going to be released on a Monday, because that's when I release videos, but as I said, it's pretty hard for me to work on this. Because I really just don't have the motivation, the drive to work on this series anymore. Like, to give you another idea, I had multiple other stories I was working on, not on YouTube, on Wattpad actually, and I deleted all of them because my co-writer was helping me, and I was just like, I don't have the motivation to work on that anymore. Again, not her fault. It's my fault, if anything, but it doesn't change the fact that I feel bad. I'm always going to feel bad and mopey about it until the end of time. And I will never get that friend back. So, yeah, I'll just, I don't have anyone else to help me with this project. I have other friends, but either they don't think like a writer, or they don't think on the same wavelength that I do. So, not only am I now working on this by myself, but I'm also just having a lot of trouble working on it in general. And this next part is a multi-part little section here, as I finish the What If title here. And that is, will I continue? And I just told you I will be continuing this. And where am I continuing it to? So I'll tell you this much. 10 parts. That's how long Kanto is going to be. After this part, we're going to have part 10, and then we're done. We're done with Kanto. That's going to be the whole Pokemon Link, okay? That was the original plan, at least. Depends how mopey and depressed I am. And then, am I going to continue to Johto after Kanto? My friend, my buddy, old pal, old friend, David, he's a part of SMDBCX. I'm SMDBCX, but SMDBCX Productions, he's a part of it. Or more so the gaming channel than the What If channel, but I talk to him about ideas occasionally. So I guess I do have someone to help me out with What Ifs, but he's difficult to talk to due to his work schedule. Getting off topic here. I don't know if I'll continue past Kanto. Because I gotta look at the stats here. When I get to Johto, I probably will. This probably will still be my most popular series. Because that's what everyone came in for. I'm still receiving subscribers because of this series, even though I don't watch not that I don't watch it, even though I haven't updated it in like half a month. Right? If I press on my content here on my phone, and if I sort by views, right? There are my Issei had the Omnitrix remake surpasses part 4. Then there's part 6 and 5, because again, part 6 has more views than part 5 for some reason. And then what if Issei had the Omnitrix? What if Venom was in Dragon Ball Z? Issei Omnitrix part 3, Competent Ash part 7, Toho and Dragon Ball. What if Ultimate Venom was in Dragon Ball Z? Competent Ash part 8. And then the clickbait video. Obviously the first video is going to do the best, right? At 11k views, 519 likes. It's really good. By far my most viewed video. Part 2 has like half of that. The last part got 670 views and 47 likes at this point. And I know views aren't what's important. They're not. What's important is that I'm having fun. And that's the problem. I'm not really having fun writing this anymore. I'm only writing it for you guys. It's the only reason I'm continuing. There's other projects, other things I would rather be doing. If I'm being honest. Like, I've published an actual book. I'm working on another one. I'd rather talk about why I hate the first one and why I think the second one is also going to flop. You know, I'd rather talk about that. Like my own original works. Or my fan fictions that are no longer up. I'm a fanfic writer. Like, what ifs and fan fictions, they work completely differently. And sure, I could do Competent Ash as in like an audiobook style. But you know how much harder that would be and how long it would take me to make that? That would take way too long. And I just don't have the time. It would the editing would take far too long for me to do. And thus, I just simply don't have the time. Either that or I give you a still image, which part 9 and 10 are not going to have still images. I guess I could have, worked on those during this video too, instead of just sitting here. What's a good color? Red? Red's an eye-catching color, right? You guys agree with all SMDBZX. What if Ash Ketchum was smart? Or was competent? What if Ash Ketchum was competent? And then, does that work? Yellow? What about white? This is white. Oh. White works much better. You know, why don't we just change every color here, right? What if he was... Yo, I could do pink. I'm getting distracted now. It was a lot easier to make than I thought it was going to be. It was competent. Blue? With Aerodactyl's hand there, it's a little... Why not? Let's make it blue. Let's make it blue. Why not? Right? Blue's a nice color. Anywho, I got distracted again. Yeah. Views aren't everything, but I'm no longer really having fun writing the series. And the views are diminishing. So... honestly, in my head, by the time I reach the end of Johto, and no, I have to actually watch the show. Like, yeah, I can go on Bulbapedia, right? But what fun is that? Then it's going to be even less fun. It's going to be even less motivating to do, right? But, so I'm going to have to sit there and watch. I guess I can, you know, use Bulbapedia to find what episodes I think are important and watch those episodes. I guess that's a better idea. Yeah, so I'll do that. You know, right? Say I do that. Save me a good bit of time. So I then write another 10 parts explaining what happens in Johto. And by then, I'm probably not even going to be getting 100 views for a video. And at that point, I'm like, I'd rather go work on something else. I love Touhou Project, and I love learning about the lore. I want to make another Touhou What If. Yeah, that's not a lot. That's not an example, by the way. I do want to make another Touhou What If. Like I love the world and the lore of Touhou. I also love how different, like, the characters are in the fandom from canon. I'm getting off topic, so let's let's get back on topic. Why don't we? Okay, so TLDR, if you listen to my rambling, thank you. You know, it's nice to get out my thoughts, even if it's not another person, and my grandpa judge me from the other side of the door, wondering why I'm talking to myself. If he can hear me. Or maybe my dog opening my door and, like, being like, oh, hey, bye, and not even closing the door. TLDR. I've had some mental health issues recently. I've been unmotivated, kind of depressed. Go check out Purple Heart Neptune, who was my co-writer. Don't know why I never gave her... Well, no, I did give her credit. I made a whole what if about her. What am I saying? I will continue Competent Ash till at least Kanto. And depending on the views and likes, I will continue to Johto. Alright? And remember, normally my like goal is 10. So once we get to Johto, I will increase that like goal. I will start increasing that like goal. It's what I will do. That way, it shows me you guys are wanting to see the series, and it also gives me an excuse to quit early, but I won't mention that last part to you. No, that's the TLDR. I'll continue to Kanto. I'll finish Kanto. I might finish Johto. And, yeah. That's about it. Thank you for watching. I have been SM to the D to the B to the Z to the X. And, I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.